Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Preeti.
Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
ma'am.
hi, ma'am.
Hi, hi. So, this is Somrita this side. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
audible.
Audible.
Okay, fine, fine. So, I'll be starting. Before that, if you could brief about yourself, like your current profile, and if you have any basic knowledge on SAP, that would
Ma'am,
help me to understand.
actually,
Actually,
I do not
I do not
have
have
any
any
basic
basic
knowledge.
knowledge.
Actually, I have a
Actually, I have a
career
career
gap of
gap of 8
8 years.
years.
Before that,
Before that,
I was
I was
working in
working in
MNC as
MNC
a
as a
software
software
developer.
developer.
Okay, so fine. From IT background, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
from the
from
IT
the
background.
Okay, fine, fine. So anything regarding any HR knowledge or anything you have?
Uh,
Uh,
no, ma'am.
no, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine. So I'll be starting from the basics, like what is SAP,
Okay,
what we do here, and what are the modules. Then I'll move with your HCM.
okay,
Okay.
Fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm sharing my screen.
okay.
Let me know if it is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, it is
Yes, it
visible.
is.
Okay. So full form, this is the basic of SAP what we have. The full form is System, Application and Product. Okay, this is the full form of SAP. Yes, this is of course an application and this is the product of SAP Labs. The company is SAP Labs. This is the product of them and the full form is System, Application and Product. Now, system is nothing but if you will use any application, you need any kind of systems, whether it can be your desktop or it can be your laptop. Fine.
Yes,
Yes.
Application is nothing but this SAP itself is an application, and product is nothing but in this SAP we are processing only data. Okay, only data. Now this data can be of anything. You can consider it as technical data or it can be the functional, the non-technical part, but we can process only data in this application. Okay, so this is the very basic of SAP. Now, if I go with the history, this application was launched in the year of 1972 by five ex-engineers from IBM company, and they have started using this application from 1973.
okay,
Okay. Now, back then when it launched, we used to call this application as R1 system. Then it became R2, and from 1993, what we are using, this application is also known as R3 system. Now, what is R3 here? See, this application is completely live application. Okay, 24 cross 7. You will be able to access this application. This, if you need any kind of assistance, also 24 cross 7, you will be getting that. So this is a real-time application. So here R stands for real time, okay? And 3 is nothing but you can say how this application works or how we are using this application. Fine. So
okay,
basically, in this application, or you can say this application is divided into 3 layers, or you can say we have 3 tiers in this application.
okay,
So that describes how this application will work or how we can process the data. That is your presentation tier, application tier, and database tier. Okay.
Okay.
So presentation tier is nothing but, you can say, this is the planning phase. Like
Okay.
suppose if any company wants to use this SAP application for its employees, then how they are going to use this SAP application. So what kind of data we have to process, what will be the time requirement for the same, for the entire process, what will be the budget for processing this entire data in this SAP, right? So entire discussion will happen. That is your presentation time.
Okay.
Okay. Next is application tier. Application tier means this application will be used by the different consultants. Like I'm talking about the SAP consultants, as this SAP is divided into different types of departments or modules. Like suppose HR, finance, IT, sales. Okay.
Okay.
So it depends on the company's functions, that what kind of data we have to process. Accordingly, the respective consultant will process the same.
Okay.
So we are going to use the application. That
Okay.
is your application tier. And the third tier, the last one, is your database tier. Database tier means suppose you are processing some data. If you consider this HCM module, we are processing three types of data. That is your company data, employee data, and payroll data. Okay. In this company data, your time data is also included. So suppose you have processed any data regarding this company itself, that what is the name of the company, what are the locations we have for this company, what are the departments we have. So whatever you will be processing, these data should be stored in some place. So that later part, if you need to view that, or if you require that particular data, you will be able to find. Okay. So where your data is getting stored, that is your database tier. Fine. So these SAP will always follow this three-tier architecture, that is presentation tier, application tier, and database tier. So we call these application as R3 system. Okay, this is the current one. Now, previously when it launched, that time we had only uh, this application tier. Then we had this presentation and application. Now we have presentation, application, and database. Fine.
Yes.
Now, if you consider this particular application, yes, this is a global application. Now, whatever country you visit, whichever company you join, the application will be same. Okay.
Okay.
And also, uh, for all the departments, we have one application. Like if you consider this SAP, whatever departments you consider, whether it is technical or functional, we have only one single application. Yes, your login credentials will be different, like your user ID and password. Accordingly, will be logging into this application. Then, for which country you will be working, you have to select the country. You will be having the currency options. So, accordingly, you will be selecting the currencies. Then, this application is divided into departments. So, you will be going to your respective department or module, and you will be processing your data. This is how we work. Okay.
Okay.
Now, as all the departments of the organization are using one single application, okay, for its entire process, the departments will be sharing some common information, and also they will be dependent on each other. Okay.
Mhm.
So dependency in the sense, I'll just give you a few examples. If you consider this HCM module,
Mhm.
we are processing data regarding your let's say payroll we have. Okay. So we are processing payroll data. Now in this SAP, we have another functional module for finance. Okay, that is called as FICO, Financial Accounting and Controlling. So they are taking care of entire financial transactional data of the organization, which will include your balance sheet, bank accounts, journal ledger, everything. Fine. So if you consider payroll, fine. So payroll basically we have to define the types of loans. Okay. Suppose for which company you are processing the data, that company is providing some loans to its employees. So what are the loan types are available that you have to define in SAP. So only types we can define, but how these loans will be applicable on the employees? Suppose these employees will have some eligibility, okay, to apply for this particular loans, or let's say some contribution rate will be there, interest rate if possible, if we have any, fine. So anything regarding this eligibility, any kind of rules, regulation, interest or contribution rate, these things will be taken care by the finance team, FICO team. Okay. So this is how we are working together. So whatever the loan types you will be defining in SAP, they will be having the access to it. So accordingly, once you have complete your process, then they will be coming to your particular loan types and they will be taking care of rest of the things. Fine. So this is how we are dependent. This is functional, just one example I'm giving you. So like this, all the departments functionally are dependent. Technically also, okay, technically also in the sense, this application what we are using, this SAP, you will have lot of customization options. Okay, customization in the sense, once you will log in, you will be able to see we have different types of color options. Like we can change the color of the application according to our choice. Font options are available. Font style options are available. Size, okay, themes you can change. So we are able to make any kind of changes as in background. You can see the programs are continuously running by the technical team. Fine. Suppose you are unable to change your color or any kind of customization if you are unable to do. In that case, we reach out to the technical team and accordingly they will be resolving the same. Okay. So it is not only the customization. Suppose these modules, what I'm talking about, like your HCM, PICO, these modules are sharing the common information with each other. Now, this integration is also possible for the backend programming. Right? So this is how we are related. All the departments of an organization who will be using SAP, they will be dependent on each other. So yes, some restriction we have. Suppose as we are sharing some common information, so let's say the FICO team can come to your module and get the details of loan types. Fine. So the same way you can go to other functional modules and if you need any information, you can download the report. But what you cannot do that is any kind of modification. You cannot edit anything in other modules. Okay. So this is the very basic feature we have in SAP. You can say how we work or how we use this application. Okay. Now, as this
One login I means credentials, we can enter any module.
yes, yes. So your login ID and user ID and password. Okay, this will be unique. Then once you will be able to log in, then according to your modules, you will be having the access. In that, you can go and definitely for HCM, if you are working as HCM consultant, You will be having the access to it, like modification view, everything. Other modules you will be having the access only for viewing
Okay.
and downloading.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Now, next, what are the modules we have in this SAP, uh, including your technical and functional? Fine. So basically, this SAP is divided into two divisions. We have functional modules and technical modules. So the consultants who are working on these functional modules, they are called as functional consultant, and the consultant who are working on technical modules, they are called as technical consultant. Fine. Now, technically, if you consider the modules, few common modules we have, that is your SAP ABAP, SAP Basis, SAP Ariba, SAP Xi, okay, NetWeaver. These are the common modules we have in SAP. Okay. Now, in these technical modules, basically directly we are related with the SAP ABAP and SAP Basis. So this is nothing but suppose while processing the data, if you face any kind of technical issues, okay, suppose as I said, the integration issues, or suppose you are processing the data, it is not working. In that case, uh, you can reach out to the SAP ABAP team accordingly. They are the core programmers, okay, so they will be resolving the issue. And SAP basis team you can consider for any kind of customization, your login credentials, right? Server issues. So they are the person for contact. Okay. Now functionally, if you consider, we have wide ranges of modules now, which are very common that only I have mentioned here. Okay, that is, as I said, financial accounting and controlling, these two are together. So this is the FICO one, FICO module. So consultants are called as FICO, SAP FICO Functional Consultant. Okay. And they are taking care of any data regarding the financial transaction of the organization. Okay. SAP HR or SAP HCM both are same, human capital management it is. So we are taking care of company data, including time data, employee data, and payroll data. Okay.
To become an HCM consultant, do we need an MBA degree?
MBA degree is not required. Frankly saying, SAP is one kind of technology you can say. People can come from any background. What we need is the core knowledge of this particular module. Fine. So MBA is not required. Frankly saying, people are coming from different background. Like lot of people I have seen, they have moved from manufacturing industries, testing background. Fine. So it will not be a problem. It is, yes, maybe in some organization it is their criteria that they are looking for somebody who is MBA graduate, but it is not mandatory. Fine. Okay. If you consider this is material management, so they are taking care of any data regarding the raw materials. Okay, like you can say the procurement part. And SD is nothing but sales and distribution functional consultant. They are taking care of any data regarding the logistics, like billing process, customer invoices, fine, uh, any kind of distribution process. And these two, production planning and plant maintenance, these two functional consultant you will be getting if your company is having any kind of plant or factory unit. So they are taking care of the production data and the plant maintenance data. These two functional consultant. Okay. Quality management functional consultant, you can say They are responsible for the quality standards. Like when we process any data in this application, so we need to follow certain standard formats. Okay, certain standard process we have some standard rules. So that will be ensured by the quality team, whether it is properly maintained or not. Okay. Now these are the common modules. Apart from these, also we have few modules like we have project systems, okay, PS, customer relation management, CRM, then supply chain management, okay, Concur. So other modules also we have, but these are the popular ones. Okay. Now whatever it is, technical and functional, all will be using a single application. Only the login credentials will be different. Okay. Now this application is fourth largest application you can say globally. Okay. Why? It is taking over the market. Like in market, we have other applications also. We have Workday, Oracle, Google ADP. Okay. Other applications are also present. Now, why it is taking over the market? The main reason is this one only. That is, the application is integrated application. Integrated application in the sense all the modules are related with each other and they're sharing the common information. Fine. So if any department have to access for other information, they can go to the other ones and they can view and download the reports. Okay. So this is the most advantageous part of SAP. And yes, beneficial part is as it is a single application, so company uh, does not need to purchase any other kind of applications. So for technical or functional, one is enough. Fine. So yes, this is a profitable part for the organization. Now, apart from these also, certain important benefits we have, that is these things like apart from integrated. As I said that this application will be same globally wherever you go. So these options are available, multilingual and multi-currency. So according to your country, you can change the language and the currency, then you will be able to process the data. So basically, suppose how, like which process you will be following in India for any kind of data process, the same process we are following for the other countries as well. But it depends which language and which currency it should be. Okay. And you can say these are the major benefits we have, and this is the reason behind your this application is taking over the market specifically in the European region. Okay. European region, the countries prefer to use their own language. So this is very beneficial for them. Okay. So globally, all the languages are predefined in SAP as well as the currencies. Accordingly, according to the client or according to the country, we have to pick ones. Okay. Another important benefit what we have, that is your secure information. Fine. So how SAP will protect your data? Okay. So once you will log in, this is the home screen. Okay. This is the application login screen. Okay. I will show you here. This is the application. Okay. This is called as SAP logon screen. Okay. SAP logon screen. Now, what you can see here, this client option we have, this will protect your data. In the sense, this client is nothing but a three-digit numbers. Now, every company who are using SAP, they will have some unique client number. Okay, unique client ID you can see. So one time you will be able to work for several clients, several companies using their client ID. Suppose Just a random example I'm giving you. Suppose you are working for Capgemini, so Capgemini will have one unique client ID. So you have to use the client ID here for the Capgemini. Put your user ID and password, log into the application, do the work for them, log out. Same time, suppose you are working for PwC. So again, you need to change only this client ID to the PwC one. Okay. Again, use your user ID, password, login, do the work for them, log out. So as we have this unique client ID for every company, so your data will be protected. Like Capgemini cannot view the data of PwC, PwC cannot view the data of Capgemini. Okay. So this is the most important part we have in SAP practically. Like this client will protect your data, and this is unique for all the companies who are using SAP. Fine. Now suppose this is a random client ID we have. This is a demo server. Now suppose this is the user ID, and let's say password I'm using to log in. So this is your home screen. You can call it as a screen body also. Fine. So this is your screen body. Now what you can see here, this is your menu bar. Like all the menu option you'll be getting. This is for enter. These options are inactive as of now. When we process data, it will be active. Like this is for saving, this is for going back, this is for log off. If you have to cancel something, then this one. Okay. Print option, we have search option. Okay. So this is your menu bar. Down this white section, what you can see where this SAP is written, this is your status bar. Okay. This is also the most important bar we have in SAP. Status bar will show you all the activities what you are doing. Suppose you have saved something. Here it will be reflecting as data is saved. Suppose you have uh, made any kind of changes. Here you can see that modification is done. Even if we receive any error also, that error will be reflecting here. So if you click here on that particular error, the description you will be getting regarding the error. Okay. So this is your status bar. And this section, what you can see, this white section, this is your command bar. Okay. Command bar is nothing but uh, in SAP, not the technical comments. Okay, I'm talking about some standard comments. Like every module will have some standard comments. So HCM, if you consider, we have hardly 10 to 12 comments. Okay, so we need them to go to the specific window. Window in the sense, suppose you want to define the company name for which you are processing the data. So for that we have specific command. You have to use that. It will take you to the define company window. Okay. Same way, suppose you want to add the locations. For that we have again a different command which will take you to the locations window. So to process data, we have some specific commands which are standard one, SAP standards. So that command we use here. This is your command section. Fine. Now, one of the very popular comment what we have, this is called as SPRO. Okay, I'll explain in detail when we start the class. As of now, just for the reference, suppose this is one of the comment we have. So if you put it here, press enter, see, it will take you to the window. And as I said, this application is divided into module C. All the modules which are available in SAP will be present here. Now, the organization is using, suppose, definitely they will not be using the all. Suppose they are using this particular, let's say, financial, then Suppose this investment management real estate. So accordingly, the consultant will go to the departments and they will be processing. So the thing is, we don't have to search here and there. So everything is module wise. Okay, see, all the modules are here. Logistics, we have this compliance, sales and distribution, material management, quality management, plant maintenance, okay, production, project system, everything. So this application is divided into modules or departments. Now, whatever data you have to process or according to your module, you'll be processing the data, right? The same I have mentioned here that this is your logon screen. Once you will log in, then this is your screen body, your comment field, menu bar, status bar, fine. And few shortcuts we have which we need to process the data. That is this one. This is the list of shortcuts we have, keyboard shortcuts. This part we are not using, this is not required also, but yes, when you will be using this application, you will be requiring this. So through your keyboard also you can access. Okay. So this is the very basic about SAP. Now, if I go to your specific module, SAP HR, every module will have some sub-modules, right? So whatever data you will be processing in these modules, those are divided into the sub-modules, fine. So as I said, company data, time data, payroll data, employee data. So we have specific sub-modules for that. So as of now, personnel management, it is also known as personnel administration. Okay, this is one of your sub modules. Now, here we are mainly taking care of company data. Okay, company data in the sense for which company you are processing the data, what are the locations of this company are available, what are the departments are available. Hmm. Then, if the employees are available in this company, then what are the categories of these employees are available? Suppose permanent employees, contractual employees, fine, or let's say trainees, interns, fine. So entire company data we take care of in this particular module, sub module, sorry. Then personnel development, if you consider, this is your another sub-module for HCM. Here we are taking care of recruitment data. Okay, recruitment data in the sense, not the recruitment process, only data. Suppose to hire any candidate, this company is going to use what are the sources. Suppose external or internal, what? Okay, that we maintain. Then suppose if it is external, then what are the mediums the company will be using? Let's say newspaper or social networking. Fine. Then the exact channels that which newspaper, which social networking site. Okay. Everything regarding the talent management we have to maintain here as in data. Fine. Next, organization management. This is one another sub-module. Here you will be taking care of the entire organizational hierarchy. Okay, suppose yes, company, its locations, its departments. Then in these departments, what are the positions are available? Which employees occupying which positions? Then what is the reporting structure of these employees? Like who is reporting to whom? Fine. The entire reporting we have to do here. That is organization management. Fine. Time management. This is entirely about suppose this company will have some working hours standard for the employees that we have to maintain. Then what are the shifts are available? Suppose this company works for general shift and night shift. So these two shifts you have to define in SAP along with the shift timings. Fine. Then in these shifts, if any breaks are available, then what are these? types of breaks are available, what are the break timings that we need to maintain. Then suppose in a week, what are the working day and what are the non-working day for the employees of this company that we have to maintain. Then we have to define the total working hours for the employees. Suppose weekly total working hours, monthly total working hours, okay, annually how many hours the employee should be working. Then apart from these also the company will have some standard holiday list like the holiday calendar, national holidays, regional or festivals. That holiday list we have to maintain. Then suppose apart from these holidays and weekends, some different categories of leaves also employee receive. Okay, that is let's say your sick leave, maternity, paternity, casual leave. So these leaves also we have to define uh, how many days as in leaves the employees will be getting for a year. Okay, these things we have to maintain. So entire time part will be taken care of. Okay. Payroll, this is completely regarding the salary process. Salary process in the sense, suppose this company is giving salary to its employees, like how they are giving, either monthly or weekly or hourly, based on which that we have to define. Then what is the payment date for all the employees? Salary date. Okay, that we have to maintain. Then uh, certain rules we have, like whenever you will be taking the salary date, it is not one time. The company can change the date. Okay. So for that also we have certain rules that we have to maintain. Then suppose in which currency the salary will be processed. Okay. That we have. Then salary components. Okay. Salary components like companies will have some fixed salary components which employee will receive. So these components are basically divided into categories in SAP. Okay, like one category we have for allowances, another category we have for reimbursement and deduction components, another one we have for bonus or any one time. Okay, so all these components you will be defining, then how these components will be applicable on the employees that we have. Then pay scale structure, we have pay scale in the sense, suppose companies we have different tiers of employees according to their pay scale. Suppose CEOs are the topmost, then you will have the business head, then the senior managers. Okay, so all these gradation you have to define. So everything regarding this payroll process will be coming here. Now, apart from these, all these sub modules are related with each other. Okay, so for that also some topics we have that also we need to cover. Now, travel management previously it was part of HCM. Now it has moved out. It is a part of SAP Concur now. Okay, and this information systems I have mentioned here, as I said that these modules are related with each other. Okay, so they are these integration will be automatically maintained by SAP. But sometimes if you suppose the your application is upgraded, okay, suppose somehow the integration is missing, then you have to reach out to the technical team for the help, so they will be resolving the errors. So that is why I have mentioned this information systems here. Okay. So this is the brief of HCM. Now, when we'll go live, we have lot of things to do. Like each module, we have lot of the steps. Okay. Now, if you consider the class, yes, it will be practical. Like initially, 1 or 2 days, maybe it will be theory. Then it will be all practical. Like module wise, will proceed. Personal administration, OM, PD, then time management, payroll accordingly, like how we do in live, like when we take care of live projects, how we work. The same way I'll be showing you the configurations.
Mhm. And
And
I'll be getting the access.
yes, yes, tell me.
I was
I was
asking that
asking that
to
to
practice,
practice,
will I get
will
the
I get the
access of the
access of the
server?
server?
Yes, 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 yes. You will be getting the access from the institute itself.
Okay,
Okay. Recordings you will be getting, and notes also I share.
okay,
Okay.
Fine.
fine.
And server access you will be getting from the institute.
Okay.
Okay.
Notes and
Notes
recording you will
recording you
share.
will share.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
After every
After
class.
every class.
Okay.
Okay
So
then.
this is how we can proceed. Now let me know if you have any question.
Mm,
Mm,
no
no
question yet.
question yet.
Okay. So far, whatever I have explained, you are clear, right? Like what SAP is, how we work. At least you have the basic idea now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sub
The
module.
submodule
Hmm,
You
hmm.
will
will
be
be
covering
covering
everything.
everything.
Fine, fine, fine. So class, it will be more detailed, like every module we have a lot of the things to do, but this is just a brief I have given today. Fine,
Okay.
Okay.
fine. So whatever it is, just let the institute know your feedback. So
Okay.
accordingly, I'll get to know. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine then. Thanks for joining. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Bye.